module, what we're going to be looking at is the VAT and the VAT return. So setting up the VAT is quite easy. When you look down here, you see taxes. If you just click on that, it will say set up VAT, and that will be what happens when it comes for the first time. Okay, so the current VAT period, I'm going to say, started in April. Filing frequency is quarterly. We're on the standard VAT scheme. So if you don't know the difference, most people will be on the standard scheme, which is based on when bills are dated, when you receive them, and when invoices, what date that they're raised on, rather than when they're paid or the monies are received. The cash is based on whether when the money comes in and money goes out, but most people, you will be on the standard scheme if you don't know otherwise. So VAT registration number we put in here. It's a dummy VAT registration number. Again, here, flat reg scheme, we're not going to go over that at the moment. This is a special scheme that some people use, but we don't need to go through that at the moment. Okay, now it says that you can add, we've got the VAT transactions on this, so that's fine. I can click got it. Okay, and this has come up with an advert, which comes up with most people at the moment about their new smart scan feature. I wouldn't really recommend using this unless you have someone to look at it through with you, to begin with, an advisor, because it is a bit complicated and you might get yourself confused. Okay, so here it says about get ahead with the digital tax. So most of you, if you are starting to switch over to something like QuickBooks, it'll be because you want to get ahead for the Making Tax Digital, which has just come in. If I click on Let's Go here, it's not going to let us all do it because well, it's not coming out straight today because I can't sign into my proper username and password for security reasons. But I'm just going to click on Yes and turn on Making Tax Digital just so I can show you what happens. So it says all you need to do is just press Continue. It says you should sign in. So if I just press Let's Go, it will come up with a window from the HMRC to log in. Just going to show you what it looks like. See that? I'm not going to do this at the moment. Like I say, I haven't got an account I can sign into, so I'm going to come out of it. Okay, so most of this will be exactly the same. Once you've actually signed in to the Making Tax Digital with VAT with HMRC on QuickBooks, it will be exactly the same here, other than it's always connected and knows your details once you have signed in there. So once you want to go to actually prepare your first VAT return, so this is for April to June, you simply click on Prepare Return. If you've submitted VAT manually before, you'll recognise this as somewhat similar to the online form that you fill in. So it's got VAT due on sales and other outputs. And I've got that here, £333.33. VAT due on acquisition from EC member states, so things that you've brought in from outside the UK but inside the EU, which we're not going to be looking at the moment. So that's a total output tax which is due here. We've got VAT reclaimed on any purchases. Here we've got £25. And that's net pay to pay or reclaim is £308.33, which is this figure minus this figure, gives you that figure. You've got the net set value of sales, net value of purchases, and any supplies to EC member states or things brought in from EC member states. Pretty easy. And I can't actually do it because I'm not logged in, but you would then click on Submit to HMRC. Now, if you want to look at some of the stuff behind it, if you just click on out of that for a moment, back to here, next to the Prepare Return, there's a little drop-down arrow, and you can click on View Summary or View Details. If we click on View Summary, when it loads up, it basically just gives you a summary of the VAT due and to be reclaimed, which is pretty much what we had on the other thing there. So then click back. Take you back to this screen. Click the arrow again. If I click on view VAT details, and then it'll just give you a summary of these transactions. So it's got, for example, this invoice to Jones Limited, Smith & Co, and Browns Limited. The purchase that I've got there for Browns PLC. It's got these three, if you can see, both here, and again, that one's got there and there. So here it's actually calculated the amount of VAT, and here it's just telling you how much it is before VAT in both of these boxes. If you click back, then take you back to the tax part again. And that's it, really. It's quite simple. Once you've filed with HMRC, it will come up here. Actually, I can probably show you what will happen. It won't look exactly the same. If I click here, you're not going to use this at the moment because you will be submitting digitally for most of you. But if I just click mark as filed, I'm just going to say that it has been filed to HMRC. And you can see there it says record payment. So once you know that the payment has actually gone out of your account, you can click record payment. I'm going to say I'm paying this today of £308.33. Click on save, and it says your VAT payment has been recorded. So when that comes up on the bank feed in the next couple of days, we can match that. And that's it. Simple as that.